Doug missed a guy here. Got a treat for tonight. Beginning of XCOM Enemy Within. Now, I'm a huge fan of XCOM Enemy Unknown. So this is pretty exciting. It's a whole new add-on expansion to it. So we're going to take a look at that and see. We're going to play it normal just to get you guys started. We're going to play see how this goes. Got some things to play. Sure, I'll enable the tutorial just so y'all can see it. Anyway, I'm super excited about this. This game was one of my favorite games last year. Had a lot of fun with it. Let's see how this one plays out. This is the expansion to the original game. If you didn't know, this is a turn-based combat game, tactical, very, very well done, lots of fun. It's on the original XCOM, but the only version. This is starting off just like the first one was. I believe it's the first one, the expansion stuff. I happen to have all the DLC for this so far, so you might see some things about the base game without the DLC.
Hello, Commander. In light of the recent extraterrestrial incursion, this Council of Nations has convened to approve the activation of the XCOM project. You have been chosen to lead this initiative, to oversee our first and last line of defense. Your efforts will have considerable influence on this planet's future. We urge you to keep that in mind as you proceed. Good luck, Commander.
Not exactly sure. I didn't want to read up.
That was the last transmission, sir.
Patch me through to Voodoo 3-1.
You are being deployed to Germany. At 1900 hours Zulu, several unidentified objects fell to Earth. After ruling out the possibility of a downed satellite, we now believe these objects to be extraterrestrial in nature. Shortly after impact, German officials received reports of mass hysteria and freak weather around one of the impact zones. Then things went dark. At 2100 hours, a chopper carrying a German military recon team went down in the area after they reported being fired upon. As you know, Germany is a member of the Council, and they have requested our assistance. Our mission is to assess the situation on the ground, ascertain the current status of the German recon team, and investigate the extraterrestrial objects. Central out.
So, this is not just a game of tactical combat. You also have an entire base of all this technology you can research and upgrade. The game is very, very rich. A lot of fun to play. So, but we're going to launch the first mission and get going with that. We get to see what that looks like.
Central, this is Big Sky. Looks like we found the crash site.
Roger, Voodoo 3-1. Any sign of activity?
Negative. Nothing's moving down there.
Okay. Set her down nearby.
Brothers.
Copy that, Delta Squad. First things first, let's get you out of the open and into cover. Whatever did this could still be out there. Delta 1, take point. Take cover behind that debris directly in front of you.
So one of the things that take the cover there. We're going to make just a couple of changes. Bring down the volume on a few things so that you can hear me. Let's bring down the master volume. Okay, so that you can hear me when I'm talking to you.
Good. Now advance to the vehicle nearby.
That's a little better. So, anyway, it is a tactical game. One of the things that I thought was a weakness of the first game is that if you were in small town India, it looked the same as small town United States. It looks like they've done some things to make it look a little different. Anyway, he wants us to continue to move to right here.
Delta 2, your turn. Move up to the debris.
Okay, this is,
That thing isn't going to offer you much cover, but it's better than nothing. There's full cover straight ahead. Advance to that position. Delta 3, move to that vehicle dead ahead.
Central, I have movement. 30 meters north of my position. Police vehicle.
Roger. Proceed to the next vehicle for a better vantage point.
So, again, this is telling us what to do. Now, normally you don't get told what to do.
Delta 4, go check it out. It's a long way from your position, and there's no available cover between here and there, so you better double time it.
But dashing means, see, if you move here rather, you would move your normal distance, but we're going to dash, which takes up both of our actions.
Holy hell.
What do you see, Delta 4? Report.
Looks like one of the recon teams, sir. It looks like something...
Is that your man, Delta 4?
Negative, sir. That's someone else.
Dr. Valen, what's he saying?
He is saying, help me. That radio transmission is coming from somewhere north of the squad's current position, based on its strength, probably from inside a structure.
Thank you, Doctor. Delta, advance and infiltrate that building. And remember, stay in cover.
Okay, we're going to stay in cover. We're going to get all the way up to this part here. We're going to do what it says just to show you
Central,
the tutorial.
I got a lot of blood here.
Roger. See where it's coming from.
Central, I think I just found another one of the recon team. Or what's left of him. But this doesn't make sense. Looks like he's been dead for a week.
Even more perplexing is the cause of death. It appears that he was eviscerated when something burst out of him from the inside.
Sir, I have visual on the object. Permission to approach.
It's the only cover between you and that building. Permission granted. Talk to me, soldier. What is it?
I got no idea what this thing is, but I can confirm that it's no satellite.
Roger. All right, Delta Squad. You're almost to the building. Keep moving. Okay, people. Now let's get inside. Delta 1, there's a window in front of you. Let's take a look.
By the way, I'm right-clicking to get up
In position. Looks clear.
Copy that. Get in there and get to cover.
We're going to break the window and run the cover.
Delta 2, that door's in our way. Take it down.
Solid copy.
We're going to go through this door. We're going to bang through there and dash through.
Central, we have eyes on the target. He's armed.
Copy, Delta 3. Okay, everyone. Get into position nearby, but do not approach. Doctor, see if you can communicate with him. Tell him to drop his weapon.
I will try. Hallo. Können Sie mich hören? Wir sind hier, Ihnen zu helfen. Bitte lassen Sie Ihre Waffen fallen. He appears to be in shock.
Keep your eyes open, people. I don't like the looks of this.
Again, this normally isn't as scripted in the logic really want to. For the tutorial purposes, it's guiding us through it since I started a brand new game. I opted to run the tutorial so that you could see it.
Delta 3, move in and disarm him. Carefully.
This isn't going to be.
Delta 1 is down!
Central! Taking fire with multiple X-rays!
This guy's got me pinned down, taking heavy fire!
Damn it! Delta 2, you're flank 2. Find some better cover.
So now we're not being told where to go. Well, I guess we're trying to find some better cover.
Alright, Delta 2. Weapons free. Get ready to fire.
We usually resist fire. Gives us our best target, shows us what opportunity it is. To shoot.
Nice shot. Delta 4, you're freed up to move. Get out of there and get into cover.
So she's got to come help us.
Now toss her grenade at the enemy in front of you.
She's got to get this guy. Now they want us to toss grenades. We're going to do that. It's really simple. Basically, this.
Now get ready for their counterattack. Look out, Delta 4. There's another one coming in behind you. Damn it. It's just you now, Delta 2. Let's tip the odds in our favor. Look around for a position where you can flank the enemy.
Now we can move on that around using the
That's it. You have a clear shot from that position. Fire.
We have a clear shot.
Central, I think that's it. It's over.
Roger that, Delta. Secure the bodies and head back to the Sky Ranger for immediate extraction.
Now, what's interesting is the base game, not the expansion, but the base game also has a version on the iPad that plays almost identically to this game. Now, you can see that we have some locations we can pick for our base. I'm not sure why we can't. It doesn't look like we can pick these. I guess for the purposes of this, we have to pick Europe. Or North America. You know, I think that's always useful, but let's get some aircraft weapons cost 50%. We'll
Affirmative. We are coming home.
are they?
Whatever they are, they nearly took out a squad of our best soldiers. If you'll excuse me, doctors, the commander is waiting in mission control.
Their technology is far beyond ours.
Then I'd say our work is cut out for us, Doctor.
Welcome to XCOM HQ, Commander. I'm Central Officer Bradford. My role in this project is twofold: providing tactical support for our field operations, and keeping you briefed on the current situation. My efforts should allow you to focus on the bigger issues at hand. Speaking of which, we have a soldier waiting for a promotion in the barracks. I'll let you get to it.
Yeah, the only one that survived out of that group. Anyway, this is panning out to show us our base. This is one of the cooler things of the game.
Commander to the barracks. Commander to the barracks.
You have different places you can go. We can swivel around. Right now we're going to go to the barracks.
Commander, the soldier is waiting for you in the armory, which is located there in the barracks.
You see some soldiers training. This is the barracks area. We're going to go to...
Only one recruit from Delta Squad made it back alive from our last mission, Commander. And I'd say a promotion is in order. As you know, Commander, every soldier is different. This particular soldier has shown an aptitude for heavy weapons. As he gains additional combat experience, we should continue his training along these lines.
Now, there are different types of troops you're going to have in your group. These guys are heavy weapon specialists. They have very large guns.
This soldier will now carry a rocket launcher, in addition to his standard weapon. The aliens won't know what hit him. Oh, Dr. Vahlen asked to see you in the research labs, Commander. It sounded important.
Commander to the research labs.
Anyway,
Commander to the research labs.
So now we're going to go to the research labs.
Hello, Commander. My name is Dr. Vahlen. I oversee the research labs. This is where all of XCOM's research and development takes place. We have already begun analyzing the artifacts recovered from our first encounter with the aliens. Based on our preliminary findings, we believe we can use them to develop some new equipment for our soldiers. With your approval, we will begin research immediately.
This is one of the cooler aspects of the game. We can research, as we don't have the things we need to research xenobiology, but we have different things, and this list will grow longer and longer as we collect things. Right now we're going to I think we're going to do weapon fragments. That should be, yeah, because it'll give us some weapon materials to use. And whenever we go on a mission, we collect stuff, pieces of weapons, hopefully intact alien technologies.
Thank you, Commander. This research will take some time. We will notify you once it is complete.
Commander to mission control. Commander to
It sounds like you are needed elsewhere. Farewell, Commander. If you recover any additional artifacts during your field operations, I would be quite eager to study them.
Commander to mission control. Commander to mission control.
We're gonna, basically, it's escorting us around, showing us the things we need to do. This is our mission control area where all the main things happen for us.
The enemy is testing our capabilities, Commander. We've gotten reports of simultaneous attacks in 2 different countries. We can only respond to one. The country we help will donate more resources to our cause. But the panic level of the country we choose not to help will rise. It's not an easy decision, Commander, but it's one you'll have to make.
So basically, we get to a view abduction sites. This is one's in the United States. It's easy. It's in Kansas City. This one's also easy in Beijing. This one gives us 4 scientists, and since we're already based in the United States, I think we'll just do this one.
Understood. The troops are waiting for you in the hangar.
Commander, before deploying our squad, you can choose which soldiers to send out there. I've taken the liberty of calling up our veteran. His combat experience makes him invaluable on the battlefield.
So right now, you notice we have only a small group of 4 folks. One of the things I like to do is kind of customize them so we can edit. Let's edit this guy. Edit people. One of the things that I tend to do is rename these guys and make them look like friends and family, etc. But I have bad luck when I do that. Usually I get killed. For this first mission, I think we're just going to run them as is. Maybe I'll edit them later. But this is a good group. I mean, again, we got our heavy weapons guy. Eventually, do things like Kim, since he's already a veteran, fix him up. We're going to change his armor. So you got some customization abilities. Let's see. Could go back. Here we go. Put helmet on. Let's see. There, we'll do that. That looks like we'll do better. Delgado, he doesn't have a nickname yet, but we'll keep him the way he is. For that, we'll just launch our mission.
We have visual on the mission site. Setting.
Now, eventually, we're going to also be able to upgrade ships and have attack fighters for engaging alien flying saucers in them too.
Hold on, soldier. Before you move out, let's see what's inside that building. Your squad mate is closer, so let him check it out.
So yeah, you can, says use less shift tab. I can do that, but I will also, just use, click on it, you'll go there too. We're gonna walk over.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Look in the window of the building.
Good. Now open the door. Quietly, so you don't reveal your position to the enemy. Okay. Now take cover inside.
Again, this is still a little bit of a tutorial.
All right. Now I want a man on the roof of that building. See if you can find a way up there, soldier.
I can use the mouse wheel to, gotta select our guy first. There we go. There. We're gonna send him right here.
Running.
Eyes on
There
target.
they
Oh,
are.
we found him.
The rest of you, advance toward the enemy and get into cover. Hold your fire until I give the word.
Sky bar. This is Overwatch. I tend to use this a lot because it allows me to shoot. Can't use Overwatch yet. But,
That's affirmative. Stepping off.
they only have one target to shoot at. He was behind cover. So he's up here. He can definitely do some serious damage. I will show you. This may not be the ideal move. We're going to show you what a rocket does. Well, okay, I guess it wants us to do certain things. Follow its lead. So, what's up? I cannot fire. This may be
be assuming command now as you sweep the rest of the area. As always, I'll be offering tactical advice as needed. And remember, your armor can only withstand a couple of shots from their weapons, so keep your eyes open and your heads down. Good luck.
We'll see if we can put him on Overwatch now. Okay, and now we're in complete control, guys. So that's good. And we'll have this guy dash over back there.
Heading there now.
Already there.
Roger that.
Orders confirmed. Moving in hold.
Not even be about to run out of movement to do that. But we're trying to find these guys, so let's see. So move all the way
Solid copy, Commander.
Let's find the new guy.
That's affirmative.
Let's go crazy. Ah, there they are.
Target confirmed. On our way.
Make a bold move.
Double time.
Cover this, so we'll be okay.
You're okay, soldier. But another one like that, and that'll be the end of you. Make sure to stay in cover. Commander, our veteran's rocket launcher should make easy work of the structure the aliens are using for cover. And if we're lucky, it'll take out the aliens along with it. That is, if it hits.
So he's suggesting we use a rocket launcher.
Got it. Moving. Aye, aye, Commander.
Partial cover, we'll go shoot the shot. Hit it, nice. Can't get very far. Really don't want him out of cover.
Moving to position.
Got line on it too, but only 5%.
He's down.
Did not expect to hit these guys.
I'm on the move.
Well, so that being unexpected, I think they wanted us to come up here.
I'm on it, Commander.
He's gonna get shot at by the alien on Overwatch. Yeah, I got it.
Incoming fire.
Now he's moved, so he's not gonna be able to fire his rocket this time. See, it still shows red. Won't do it. So what we'll do is we'll put him on Overwatch. We'll put all of them on Overwatch for now. He wants us to fire a rocket at the building. Hopefully none of this is getting processed. Okay, so we're gonna take our rocket.
Aim carefully, soldier. You only get one shot.
Hoorah! Wow, that's big time, but we still killed the enemy.
Good work out there, Strike One.
If I may, Commander, the labs are on high alert. Teams are standing by for your orders. We can begin researching the newly recovered artifacts immediately.
Cool, so Carl Clarson and Hamza Kanan also got...
Just like it sounds, the support class provides that intangible edge our squads need. They make everyone around them better.
Yeah, the support class ends up with healing abilities and things of that nature. Right now they can drop a smoke grenade and give cover to some of our troops. And we also have this guy.
Our snipers specialize in dealing massive amounts of damage from afar. But without sufficient training, they're vulnerable in close combat situations.
Snipers are one of my favorites. One of the things that I don't like initially when they're just starting out is they can't move and go on Overwatch with their sniper rifles. They have to switch to their gun to go into a defensive mode. But they're really effective at high levels as you gain more skills. And then you see that he was wounded, so he's got 4 days. He's got.
The recovered artifacts are being unloaded, and the research team is waiting your orders. We'll get started as soon as you give the order, Commander.
And we got some stuff. Stuff's always good.
Commander, we have an incoming transmission from the Council.
Hello, Commander. We wish to congratulate you on your most recent victory. We realize you were faced with a difficult decision in responding to the various requests for assistance. Regardless, you performed admirably. As agreed upon, the reward for your actions has been granted. Farewell, Commander. We hope that you are met with continued success.
So now we can create laboratories. Now we got some scientists, but panic increased across Asia, so we're going to have to do something about that a little
The Council knows you made the right decision, Commander. With the resources we have available, there's only so much we can do. However, our chief engineer did come up with something to help you keep an eye on things.
The Situation Room provides constant monitoring of every member nation in the Council. If we allow panic levels to get out of control in any given nation, they're going to withdraw from the Council. And they'll take their funding and additional support with them. The Council's overall confidence in the XCOM project is shown on the primary meter above the main screen, which engineering has nicknamed the Doom Tracker.
Commander to Mission Control. Commander to Mission Control.
Okay, well, we're going to go to Mission Control, but just to give you an idea of how this works, you can see that we can launch satellites and put satellites up in various areas. It'll also reduce the threat level when the satellites are up there. And when we put a satellite over a location, it gives us a bonus to things like our monthly income, which right now is $275. We have 375 credits in there. So if we wanted to, I don't think we have one. Yeah, we don't have a satellite, but we could launch a satellite. See, and it tells you what you get as a bonus for launching that satellite. It's pretty cool. But we have to actually make satellites. So first off, we're going to go to Mission Control.
Commander, Dr. Vahlen reports that research is progressing in the labs, but it will still be some time before the project is complete. While we're waiting, our local satellite network has just come online, and we can now begin scanning for new activity. The process could take several days.
So this is kind of the part of the meat and potatoes of the game, is we scan the globe while things are being done. We've got 31 days before we get a council report, and 5 more days before the research on our weapons fragments are done. So we're going to scan the area. It's looking for alien activity. Notice the time's counting down.
Commander, schematics for the scope targeting system are complete. They have been sent to engineering.
So we got a new scope targeting system.
Commander, with this research complete, my staff and I currently have nothing to study. I would like to ask your permission to autopsy the alien cadavers retrieved from your last 2 field operations. I'm sure you would agree that if we're going to defeat the aliens, we must understand their physiology.
So now you can see that we have some corpses. We can do the xenobiology, which we'll do.
Thank Thank you, Commander. I will let you know when this research has been completed.
Engineering online.
It appears Dr. Shen's staff have finally figured out how to turn their machines on.
Commander to engineering. Commander to
See, we're
engineering.
still learning. We're still teaching us the game.
Commander. I was wondering when you'd be stopping by. Welcome to engineering. Anything they can dream up in the research labs, we can build it here. Speaking of which, Dr. Vahlen has just sent us some new schematics. With your approval, we will begin fabrication.
So you can see that we got a new scope item that we can manufacture. We'll just create 2 of them for now.
Fabrication of the scope device is complete. It has been delivered to the armory.
Commander to the barracks. Commander to the barracks.
New items and weapons from engineering will always be delivered directly to the armory, Commander.
Best place to put a scope is with the, so when we do his loadout, that's where we equip his items. And you can see right now he's got a frag grenade. But we're going to change that
Commander
to a
to the
scope,
situation room.
which will
Commander to the situation
enhance
room.
his ability with his sniper rifle. That's asking us to go back to the situation. You can see we have some soldiers right now on standby. So, wants to go to the situation room. That's here.
Commander, the Council has requested a word.
Commander, our sources have identified a number of reports regarding alien involvement in the transportation and dispersal of an unknown substance near civilian population centers. It is imperative that you investigate this activity and determine the purpose of the alien material. We will transmit further details momentarily.
Sounds like we better get to it.
Now, this is, I think this is new. Looks like something from the new expansion, so that'd be cool to see. We're going to launch the mission. I don't know if we're going to play the whole thing because I don't want this video to go too long. But let's see how it goes.
Excellent. We look forward to seeing your progress.
Now, I tend to color code my troops so that I can find it. I also put it in Robert and see appropriate since he's a support guy, but I put it in this kind of. But I'm also going to change his color. That on. I tend to put the support folks with white tints to their armor. Well, Carl Carlson has this. We don't have any more kits in the show. But anyway, it's grand. So, snipers is our sniper. Stand up. Customize our guys quite a bit. Here, now we're doing sniper, right? And last but not least, nobody? Ourselves go out.
Strike one. Prepare for landing.
We're going to be putting down in Mexico for this mission.
That object is different from the others. It does not appear to be the same type of pod we've seen used by the aliens during their abduction operations. We may gain new insights if we recover it.
This appears to be a containment device of some kind.
We can only assume it has an internal self-destruct mechanism like the other alien equipment. Although it must have already been disabled somehow.
Be advised, Commander. Intel confirms enemy activity in this area.
There may be additional canisters like this one in the area. The more we can recover, the more we'll learn about what's inside them.
Any others you find may still have operational self-destruct modules. Be careful. Got it.
Heading there now. Defensive perimeter moving slowly out of the buildings. Might need to move down that street. Let's see. Let's send our sniper.
Roger, Dodger.
Skills they may have gotten to lose. I'm not sure how this works. This recovery. Again, this is all new to me, so let's see. But let's see. Kind of leery about this, but
on my way.
Hostiles. Oh.
Got it covered. The energy signature coming from that device implies the self-destruct mechanism is still intact and priming for detonation. You need to move quickly to recover it before it's too late.
Oh, that's what that countdown is. It's going to blow up if we don't get to it. Well, we can't have that now, can we? So, let's stick with cover. Moving out. Him all the way up. That's our support specialist. And,
understood. Moving out.
We'll send him this.
Position confirmed.
Oh, we're going to put him on Overwatch 2 by this time. Panicking is bad. It usually happens to lesser experienced characters. Anyway, let's open this door and blow this guy up this way. So we got 57%.
No longer a threat.
Hopefully that'll keep our guys from panicking too much.
Heading there now.
Excellent work, Commander. That should provide us with an ample supply of this substance for analysis.
Looks like you can still shoot. We've got a target over there, 70% chance. So even though we collected this, we can still take a shot at this guy as well.
Target eliminated. Time to move.
Building brought that back in around the site. We'll get him, we'll dash him.
Affirmative. Move it out.
Let's see. Nothing. Oswald,
move into position. Here they come.
See him. Not a very good shot, but let's take it in.
Commander, recovering this material should give us a leg up on whatever it is the aliens are developing. I'm sure the doctors will be eager to get started.
I do not know what this meld stuff is. It's new. It's part of the expansion, so I'm looking forward to seeing what that's all about. Hamza got shot again. He's going to be wounded for 9
The
minutes.
assault class serves as our front line. They're the first ones into a fight, and the last ones out.
Notice his weapon changed. He's got now a shotgun. It's part of the assault class. He's got the run and gun ability, which is actually really good. One of the better abilities in the early part of the game. And we recovered this. I guess we'll get to find out what the meld is.
Remember, we will be watching.
Commander, good news. The Council has donated a satellite. Our current satellite uplink facility can support up to 2 satellites, so I recommend we launch the new one immediately.
Well, good. I wanted to show you this anyway. So, where should we launch a satellite? Well, it wouldn't hurt us. It wouldn't hurt us to launch it here. They're going to give us $100 a month plus 2 engineers per month, and it'll reduce the threat level there. So we're going to launch this next satellite over China.
Satellite uplink facilities at maximum capacity. Additional uplink required.
Now we don't have any...
With this additional satellite in place, we've gained a significant upgrade to our overall coverage. I recommend we begin scanning for alien contacts right away.
Okay, well, xenobiology has been completed.
You're telling me that we should risk the lives of our troops so we can take one of these things alive?
Yes. Without a live specimen, I'm afraid we've reached the pinnacle of what my team is able to accomplish.
And how do you suggest we do this, Doctor?
The autopsy I've just completed confirms that the alien's physiology is quite similar to our own. A highly concentrated electrical current delivered at close range should cause
Close range? And what happens if it doesn't work? Do you really think this is worth the risk?
I do. We do not know our enemy. How can we hope to stop something that we do not understand? If we can capture one of these creatures alive, we may be able to communicate with it.
And interrogate it. Find out what they want. Where they're operating from.
Yes. That possibility outweighs all risks, in my opinion. I can construct a safe enough facility to house our captive, but I do not know how we could possibly communicate with it.
Not to worry. I will see to that.
All right. I'll speak to the commander.
Since apparently I can see everything I already know as the commander. Okay, we're going to assign some research. I think, let's see, we got the alien containment facility ready to go.
Commander, based on Dr. Valen's report, I recommend we begin researching the new weapon she's calling the Arc Thrower in the labs. Once completed, we can send the plans down to engineering for fabrication, and then equip one of our troops with it in the barracks. Dr. Shen and the engineering team are also waiting on approval for construction of the containment facility that we'll need in order to house the alien captive.
Commander to engineering. Commander to engineering.
So as you can see, it's still guiding us through a lot of things.
Commander, no doubt you are aware of Dr. Valen's request to capture one of the aliens. A sound plan, but she fails to realize that we lack a facility to safely contain a live specimen. With your approval, my team and I will begin construction of a suitable facility.
Okay, so this is where you build new locations. Now you can see that we have lots of spots open, but not very many of them are used. This is our main base. So we could build one here, but you know what? One of the things we want to do is keep satellite uplinks together, because when they're tied together, they produce more. So we're going to put that alien containment facility right there and begin construction. It's going to cost $18 a month and $85 to
Thank you, Commander. I'll let you know when the facility is ready. Dr. Valen has asked to see you, Commander. No doubt she wishes to explain her plan, personally.
Commander to the research labs. Commander to the research labs.
So as you can see, there's our satellite facility. This is where we're going to be building a containment center right there.
Commander, I'm sure you've been briefed on my request. With your authorization, we can begin research on the Arc Thrower immediately.
Commander to mission control. Commander to mission control.
Again, this opens up quite a bit as we go. I'm going to save the game here. And we'll end this episode right here for us. I'll come back to it and we'll do it again. We'll keep playing so you can see how this begins to progress. But that is XCOM, and this is going to be Enemy Within, not the original Enemy Unknown. But it's a great game, one of the best I've played last year. Very enjoyable. So we'll get that going and continue on with it very soon. Thanks for watching.